me get this preset real quick. Book of Revelation 7 and let's see. Revelation 7 and 2, this one I'm going to start at. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 1 and read them down. It says, and after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth. Ain't say nothing about no chakras. It says, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. Why? Because if you understand, if you have that wisdom and knowledge and that understanding that the Most High bless you with, you understand that we see the physical realm. We have a spiritual realm around us that the Most High hasn't opened everybody up to see yet. You know, He'll allow certain people to get a glimpse of it, to see dreams or see certain stuff that may appear on this physical side. But ultimately, it's stuff that we can't see. Primarily, one of the main things is seeing the angels and how they interacting with our day-to-day lives as well, too. So you have angels that are sent to observe. You got angels that are sent to help deliver and protect. You got angels that are sent to tear shit up, to cause certain stuff. That's why they say when they see certain storms or certain volcanoes and stuff going on, they see the UFOs flying in and out of them. The angels fly around in the chariots. That's in the scriptures too. Talk about the Lord coming with clouds and power and great glory. That's not talking about nothing internal. That's talking about how the Lord coming back with the angels. How they gonna be looking with power and great glory. You're gonna see them ships and all the different lights and colors and metallic and silver and gold and bronze and whatever. Yahweh Shai gonna be amongst them with them angels. And they're not coming back to play games and take a bouquet of flowers from people and shit like that. Like, no. They coming to do a few things. They got specific instructions. That's why it mentions in the book of Ezekiel how they go one direction, they supposed to go this direction or whatever. They have tasks they have to do. Even the book of Kings mentioned that. The angels consult and ask, certain stuff can they go do with the Most High, for the Most High, and He either get an okay or He don't. They're not gonna do their own will. So when you read the book of Revelation, they talk about how the Lord coming back, and it lines up with the precepts in the book of Matthew that the Lord is gonna deliver His elect, gather His elect from the 4 corners of the earth. So let me read on down real quick. It says, verse 2, it says, I saw another angel as ascending from the east, having a seal. That's why I want to read this. Having a seal of the living God, and He cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, because that's their job. They can hurt the earth and the sea. They can cause events to do that. Verse 3 saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. And it goes into the 144,000, talking about the elect. This is the seal. You got different type of seals. You really have to understand what seal is talking about. That seal ain't talking about actual physical things, a spiritual thing. And Esau know that. That's why they want to make the 23andMe and the Ancestry.com and all that, because they want to know who the elect is too. They ain't going to be able to know. That's a number that they can't even number. Only the Most High got that number. So let me play a little bit more. I'm going to pull something else.
That's the great dragon. You got the beast, which is the number of a man. 666. You got 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, which is carbon. And carbon, a lot of people.
And see, you have some knowledge on certain stuff. But what the scripture say about that? Then I'm going to go back to the book of Revelation. Book of 1 Corinthians 3 and 19, it said, for the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God. For it is written, He have taken the wise in their own craftiness. Because the wisdom people have when they learn stuff from Esau and all this other bullshit, they be sounding good and all, highly intellectual. But Esau's still trying to decode the scriptures. They still trying to break down stuff that the Most High bless people with naturally. They're still trying to figure it out. And it ain't meant for them to figure it out. Now, let me get this one video. Let's talk about how talk about how Esau, Amalek is getting exposed as well, and then I'm gonna jump back on how the Book of Revelation is talking about certain biblical prophecy. Now, I may do a follow-up video on this because I want to show something else, but it goes more into who is who and who's gonna get the actual blessings and who's faking right now so they get the blessings. But let's look at this real quick.
Through block voting, Orthodox Jews won enough seats to control the East Ramapo School Board and went on to eliminate hundreds of public school positions like teachers and social workers, while approving millions of taxpayer dollars to be spent on their children's religious private schools, ultimately gutting the public school system for the estimated 9,000 black and brown public school students, while diverting that money to their private religious schools.
And then look, keep in mind who they showing, right? Book of Revelation 2:9 say, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not, but the synagogue of Satan. They the ones that go around in synagogues. Our people say we go to church. They the ones that go into the synagogues playing around and parading around like they're somebody that they're not. They don't want to go back and say, you know what, we descend from Amalek. We come from Esau. They're not finna go say that. Well, they're being exposed though. Now, I ain't gonna play that whole video because, like I said, I want to make a follow-up video. There's another video that's kind of similar to that. And the guy goes around. They try to kick him out of there because he was exposing it. You really got Esau exposing Esau. That's in the scriptures too as well. So let me see. Let me get this real quick. Book of Revelation 16-14. It says, for they are the spirits of devils working miracles which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world to gather them to the battle of that great day of Yahweh Almighty. What you see going on right now, that these different leaders and politicians going back and forth and stuff, and they send the military is primarily to that region over there. One reason they're trying to utilize to get over there is because of Iran and other little proxy wars they got popping off. But ultimately, they're going to the Valley of Jehoshaphat. The Most High going to plead with them there. The Most High going to show his true power there. And going back to this, and I'm going to end this off. Because what that guy was talking about in that video, he ain't necessarily know what he was talking about. But it's up to certain men to come with the truth, with the information that people need to hear, people that really sincerely want to know what's going on. The Book of Revelation is about revealing biblical prophecy, what's to come. And we close, we real close. Esau know we close. You see they keep releasing these movies and stuff about the world ending and different cataclysmic events and them going in the bunkers and all that. That ain't by coincidence, man. Now, verse 15 of Book of Revelation 16, it said, behold, I come as a thief, blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked, and they see his shame, and he gathered them together in a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon. And that's talking about that war going on over there. Let me see. Yeah, that's it on that. I ain't gonna read the rest of this. You can read the rest of this, whoever see this, and just go further into it. Well, the primary parts on here is talking about biblical prophecy. Yes, you want to be working on cleaning yourself up so you can get closer to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, but you mainly want to be paying attention to what's going on with the biblical prophecy. So I ain't gonna go on too much more. I just want to bring that out.